guys, Angie Bell with My Fairy Treasures. How you guys doing? All right, you guys, this is the project we're going to make today. It's a trifold, and I'm using junk mail to make this trifold. So I'm just going to show you what it looks like. So this is the front, okay? And I used my my newest printable line, which is Pink Shabby Chic Christmas. And so you can, there's a clickable link below. Every 5 printables is $2, so you can check those out. And I'll show you a few of the printables at the end. We won't go through the whole line because there's a lot of pages, but just so you can get a sense of it. And you're going to see some papers because we're going to work with them today. So that's up close. Okay, here's the back. And then when you open it up, bam, that's the trifoldness of it all. And we're going to use junk mail as the trifold, okay? So we have this here in a little pocket. And I use in my Christmas printables, I like to use these, they're dolls or stuffed animals. I like to call them dolls. Aren't they beautiful? The lady who makes these dolls gave me permission to use these in my printables, my collages, which I turn into printables. And her name, she's from another country, so I can't even pronounce the name, but she's at the very top in the description. And it's her Instagram and her Facebook, and I think her Instagram is where she sells the dolls. So and then I have a lot of children also in it, because I just think that's very Christmassy. I love these dolls. They're like toys, but they're not toys for kids to play with, that's for sure. But then also I have a lot of children of all nationalities together, and I have Christmas presents and trees and all kinds of stuff. You'll see as we go along in the printables. So this little pocket here, so I took this off, this little pocket. I have the identification card, which I have a video on how to make these identification cards. Just look at my playlist. I just made that video not too long ago. And then a bunch of tags, and these tags are all from my my printables. They have tags. So there that goes. Let's go like that. And then these are 2 like little list pads of documents per se. So just to show you, okay, this is a receipt and I stamped it. This is another type of receipt and I stamped it. This is like a little daily task list, but I use stamps on all of this just to make it look really cool. Again, this is receipts, but I stamped it. More receipts and I stamped. Book pages, more book pages. This is a French book page, and then another receipt. And these receipt books I collect from Dollar Tree. They always have new receipt books come up, and I stamped this one. See how I kind of stamped it? Okay, and then here is some of my printables again, as on this little list of documents. And so you can see I have the 25th up here. I have like a little stocking here. And then I have those beautiful dolls. And it says, what a wonderful time of year. Okay. And then, oh, I didn't stamp all these ones. I thought I did. I didn't stamp them all. But I'm going to go through and use my stamps and all that on them. Okay. So it's pretty much the same stuff as the other list pad. Just a few different things. This is some copy dyed paper. So a few different things. So this is what we're making. Okay. Oh, I didn't show you the back of it. This is the last page. Again, her beautiful dolls. Aren't they gorgeous? And this right here is a stocking. See? Everything is done really, really natural and really, when I mean natural, it doesn't scream Christmas. So some of these pages you can definitely use beyond Christmas also, these printables. So, okay, so let's begin. All right, I always like to have a sample to show you where we're going. Plus, I like to do the project first, not just have it in my head, so that I know it works. This is some junk mail, okay? So get yourself some junk mail that you can fold out like 3 times, even 4, okay? But this is one is you can fold it out 3 times, okay? All right, so these are the printables that we're going to use, and print them out. Whether you're using my printable, someone else's printables, or using scrapbook paper, you want printer paper weight, not cardstock. Okay, that's what's gonna collage down to this trifold a lot better. So this is one of my printables. Aren't they both just adorable? So there's the girls. There's a Christmas present here, the 25th in the corner. It's all very vintage looking. Here's the next one. That beautiful dolls. Happy holidays. The 2 Christmas gifts. This is a repeat. Okay, here's another one. The 25th, her beautiful dolls. A Christmas stocking right here. See? And then a Christmas present with big candy canes coming out. I'm showing you quite a bit, so you're getting an idea. So I probably won't show you anything at the end because I'm giving you a good little sampling. So you'll know, you get a feeling of what they are, and you can go to my Etsy shop and check it out for the full set of printables. Again, her dolls, and this is also hers. These are Christmas stockings I believe she made. She took pictures of all this kind of stuff. So Christmas, beautiful, fancy Christmas stockings, her beautiful dolls, the 25th. Another Christmas stocking, okay? And then I mix it up with a bunch of vintage script and different things that I have found. Okay, so let's get started. What are we going to have? Okay, this is the outside. Let's do the outside first. What are we going to have on the outside? And you kind of want to, when you decide what you want, you kind of have to decide, let me see. I like this. You have to kind of decide, you just have to know what you want, where it's going to show at. Like this is going to show on the front, like half of this doll, and I'm good with that. We need to glue another little piece on here. I don't want that. Let me see. We might throw this in half. Yeah. And the reason I'm doing this little part of here, let me go a little further. There we go. Is because, see how this isn't going to fit this entire page. So, and I'm going to show you how we're going to do this without any measuring. Okay. And actually, what I think I might do is go like this, because I want to have those 2 dolls. I want that doll to be seen. Okay, so what we need to do is we need to get our glue stick, where is it? I just had my glue stick out. I got plenty of others. I'll just get out another one. Probably roll off onto the ground. And I'm going to use a glue stick on this. And also, let me get, just so I don't get glue all over my glass mat, I use a magazine. Okay. And what I like to do is I like to hit it 3 or 4 or 5 times each section. So there's a lot of glue. Okay. For one thing, I do it with any glue that I use. And this is glue from Dollar Tree, the Jot glue, which I love. I got it 8 for $1, and they still have it 8 for $1 from Dollar Tree. Because I live in Las Vegas, and it is very, very dry here. So glues, it don't matter if it's a glue stick or if it's matte medium, everything dries really, really quickly. So that is why I put I go over at least 3 times, but you guys can see I've gone actually over it more than 3 times. So I just want to make sure there's plenty of glue. People are going to be like, goal accomplished. Okay, let me grab this and let's. Okay. And the reason I like to use a glue stick instead of using a wet glue is because when I used a wet glue when I did this, it kind of buckled the paper. And this way it won't buckle. Like with wet glue, it buckles really, it buckles big time. So I'm going over 3 or 4 times in each section. I don't care what glue you use. Even when I use the Yoo-hoo, still got to go over it 3 or 4 times or more. Get a lot of glue on there. There we go. All right. Let me turn the page. You guys, I needed this. I needed this crafting little session. Thank you for joining me. For those who are joining me today, thank you, thank you, thank you. With all the stress of everything that's been going on, we won't go into it. But I just needed a good escape and do some of my crafting. Because you guys, you know what? Crafting and art and all this stuff, it really creates happy endorphins in the body. And at this moment, we could all use some happy endorphins. I'm going to just take the edge off of here. Okay. And actually, you know what? I don't need to go. I'm going to put more glue because I just went over too much. I didn't want to go over that much, and I don't know if... Okay. Okay. All right. Now, I've gone over the edges because you guys know how I like to do it. I always like to go over the edges so I don't have to try to measure and make anything fit perfect, because when you do that, nothing is really truly square. Even if it looks square, even if you bought something from the store, a lot of times it's not square. So this way, I don't have to worry about being square. Cut, just measure, just put it on, make it longer than the paper, and then cut around. Then cut off the excess. And then you're going to be perfect, right? Right. That's how I look at it. That's how I see it. And you guys, I got another good thing to do with my printables. You guys are going to love it. It's stuff that you can give away for Christmas. So that'll be my next video. But these right here are going to be great for your junk journals. These little trifolds. Wait, what is the deal with this? Is this... Okay. All right, check it out. Look, now it's all perfect. Okay, so now what we're going to do is I'm going to do this, the inside. Now that was the outside. This is the inside. Oh, and before that, just fold it right now so that it gets, so it dries with the folds in it. Okay, get your folds. As soon as you get done gluing, get your folds going back again. Okay, so it goes like this. That's on the front, and she's on the back. Beautiful. Okay, so that was the outside. This is going to be the inside. So let me line it up for you, and then I'll do all the gluing and everything. I'll do all the glue and everything off camera on the second page, just for the sake of the time of the video. Yeah, isn't that going to be beautiful? Look. So that's going to go there, and then on the second half of this, I don't want to use that. Let's use this. On this one, let's use this little half here. And I always like to have it ripped, the edges ripped. A little rippage. When you collage, the ripped edges blend into the next page a lot easier. I like to see things blended, not just blocks of like paper. And if it's a torn edge, it's going to look like it belongs. Like right here. See? Okay, so that's going to glue on nicely. So I'm going to go off camera, pause you guys for a second. I'll glue all this on and cut it, and then we'll go to the next step. Okay, you guys, so I went ahead and I glued this in, or I did exactly what I showed you on the front. Again, I went like this, and I even took my bone folder and folded just to make sure that you got your creases in still. So it's super important before, you know, everything dries. Okay, so it'll go like that, and then we open it up like this. Now, the other thing I did off camera is I used my corner chomper. You don't have to have this big expensive one. This is probably with a coupon at Michael's or Joann's, like $25, like $15 with a coupon, $30 regular. But I would get one of these in your life. It's a corner chomper by Crocodile. And I went like this on all the corners, just so you can see like what I'm talking about. Went like this, and it rounds all the corners. Okay, that's already done. You could also get a smaller corner chomper, and they'll be like $5 or $6 online, and you can get these online too, or in craft store. And then I went, and I already did it. I went around and I inked all the edges. See, everything's inked. So I just went around, inked everything on this side and on this side, and go all the way around. Okay, so that's how we ended up here. Okay, now I want to put, what I want to do is I'm going to put a pocket here. So I already have the pocket cut out. This is actually from my paper pad. I think it's the oh, it is, it's the Bridgerton. When I did a Bridgerton Bridgerton printable collection. It's in my Etsy store, so you can check it out. But that's from that, and it was just a little scrap piece, and it's on cardstock. You definitely want this on cardstock. While the papers that you collage down onto this, you want printer paper weight. And I'm going to use this as my pocket, and I've already cut this out to match up in here. So okay, but I do want to corner chomp the corners because it looks better. And if you don't have, let me show you. If you don't, okay, that's how you corner chomp. It's super easy. Now let's suppose you don't have a corner chomper. You can take your scissors, just tip the edge like that. See how I tipped it? Just go like this. Just take off the corner like that diagonally. Then just round out the tips. And that's how you can round out. So see, now they're both rounded. Okay. And I know some of these things are basic, but you guys, people come to junk journaling or to crafting. There's always new people. And so it's good to always show people these things. Because at one point, this was new to me. I'm like, what's a corner chomper? My next question after I found out, where do I get one? How much do they cost? So, that's going to go there. And that's perfect because then like her beautiful face shows and everything. Okay, so I'm going to use double stick tape on this one. See, when you junk journal, I get this from Dollar Tree and from in the craft section. Whenever you're crafting, doing junk journaling, art journaling, whatever you're doing, choose the adhesive that's going to work. Like, look, we've already used 2 different adhesives. I use this to collage everything down. I'm using this to put the pocket in. So you're going to see, I'm even going to use the hot glue gun. I'm going to hot glue the list pads inside of my trifold. Did I get it all? Yeah, okay. So we got the double stick tape. That's what it looks like, okay. Now, you can use this. You can get this at Dollar Tree also. Okay, this is a little pick. It can also be used like an awl when you're making junk journals and you need to make holes to sew your signatures together. You can use that too for that. This little picker tool. This is fabulous. I picked up one for my craft room, one for my art room, and then actually I picked up two for both rooms because I want to have backups, because this is a fabulous tool. And if Dollar Tree ever stops making that stuff, and they're famous for not carrying something anymore, or not making it anymore, or not seeing it for 6 months. So when I find something at Dollar Tree for $1.25, I stock. Okay. I'm like that with anything though. If I see a good price at the grocery store on something, not just on things, but anything, food, whatever, I get a good deal, I'm stocking. Okay. Now when you put your pocket in, make sure that that's still going to, that you're not getting too much into the, as what's her name says, the butt crack. Leslie from Willow House 507, Willow House Journals, she always calls this the butt crack. Oh, she cracks me up. The girl's crazy. Okay, but in a good way crazy. She's funny. Okay. So now we're going to let that pocket rest. We'll stuff some stuff in there in a minute. Okay. All right. Now, the next thing, I pre-did these, is I took a bunch of stuff. This is a receipt, another receipt, a daily task list, and everything's been stamped with my stamps, okay? This is book pages. Book pages. This is one that has French, or oh, what is it? Not French, not Italian. It's going to come to me in a second. Okay, here's another receipt, and I stamped it, and I even have a stamp that says special delivery from the North Pole. Isn't that cute? Isn't that cute? I stamped that one, North Pole. A calligraphy pen, and this is like a address stamp that I have, a postage stamp I have. Okay, you guys got the point. So let's put everything back together. And I trimmed anything that needed to be trimmed to make sure, that it'll fit right here. Okay, because we want this to fit right in here. Okay, and it'll fit in there perfect. So let me put this away. And then we need two of them, because I'm going to put another one right here. Okay, so we have one here and one here. Let me put that aside. Let me grab my other ones. This is the same thing I just showed you basically. It might be a little change, but it's basically the same thing. Okay. What I want to do is, you could just staple this and staple it, which is perfectly fine. But I like to take these, and these are flaps that you make. On a scoreboard, every inch, let me just show you. I show it almost every video, but there's always new people, like I said, so it's well worth showing. Okay. It'll take 2 seconds to show you. So, I need a piece of cardstock or something. All right, I'm using paper, but you need cardstock. So whatever cardstock you have, if it's a piece of coffee dyed cardstock, colored cardstock, whatever matches what you're doing. Let's suppose this is a piece of cardstock, even though it's paper. Every inch you're going to hit 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, all the way down. Okay. And then I have one done already. Wait, is this one done? I know I have a page done. I should have used that. Just a second. Sorry for my arms all being in the way. Okay. So you'll have a whole sheet of these. I already cut these out though. You'll have a whole sheet. So every two of these, you're going to cut a strip. Every 2 inches you're going to cut. Every 2 inches you're going to cut. Then because I scored it, you just fold it in half. See? And then that's how you get this perfectly done. Now, let's suppose you don't have a scoreboard. Just make 2-inch strips. Just cut yourself 2-inch strips, cut it, and then fold that 2-inch strip in half. Okay? All right. What's nice about the scoreboard is you can just really make a whole bunch really quickly. So that's why I like it. All right, and these have been, I did this on coffee dyed cardstock. So I have a whole bunch of this coffee dyed cardstock. And I always have coffee dyed cardstock for all kinds of things. So this already makes this look nice and really nice and vintage. Save these because we'll use them in another project. Now, for this, just staple. See, here's another way. And that's another adhesive, a staple. And I love seeing the staples. I think that just makes it look so vintage and just cool. All right, so let's do the same thing with this one. And I'll tell you something else. Look what's on the back of this. This ugly paper. I had this ugly cardstock. Instead of throwing that away, if it's white on the other side, coffee dye it. Or just use it on the white side, but I coffee dyed it. And especially good for something like this because this gets folded over, so that's never going to be shown, see? So don't throw away any papers that you, any cardstock or paper, because you can do stuff with that paper. I just treated it like white cardstock on the other side. Okay, so now we have these. Now, I'm going to put these on there. I have these. I love them. I have these labels that I made. And I got the idea from Temu. Temu was selling labels like this. Aren't these fabulous? They're very vintage. And I have a video not too far from this one. Just look through my playlist and you'll see these labels. Aren't they so cool? Okay. I like this one. I think that says approved. I don't know. I want this. I want to use this one because it goes all the way across. See? And then, what other label do I want to use? I might want to use this one. I love this one. I love this stamp. I have Carte Postal. And then the little calligraphy nibs. Love them. I love everything calligraphy nib, everything postage. Like, look, I have these calligraphy pens. I have 2 of these. I only have 1 out right now. It's the whole pen. Then I have this one. Look, it's just a little calligraphy nib. You guys, especially if you see it as a good deal, pick them up. The stamp. Look how cool this is. So I always pick up everything postage, everything calligraphy, because I love it. Okay. We need to, I'll use my book page over here. All right. I'm going to use my glue stick to glue this down. Just a second. I'm over here on this side. You can't see me, but I'm using my glue stick to get this all glue sticked out. Lots of glue stick. Okay. And that's going to go right here. And you can put anything here. It doesn't have to be labels. It could be, you could do nothing and put nothing up here. That'll be fine. You could use your stamps, stamp something on here. You could use a little piece of like a scrap fabric, like a little scrap piece of lace or a piece of really pretty fabric and put that on top. You can do so many things. So you can do anything you want up here. I'm just using my labels. And I don't know if I'm using this label because this label is kind of too wide. This one says identification and all these numbers. That's what I'm going to use because it fits there perfectly. But then they have these ones with all these calligraphy nibs. Look at that. With the little, what is that right there? It's a little mini clock. That fits better. Okay. And we're at this, I'm on the side of me, guys, again, of the camera to using my glue stick. I'll be back. Okay. Remember that glue stick? I was saying, where's my glue stick? It's right here in front of me. I don't know how I missed it. Jeez. But I love these grungy little labels. And they're made with scraps, with leftover cardstock. They're fabulous. See, it's just some cardstock. And then I rip it and everything to make it look like very vintage. And then I covered it with book pages, and then I use my stamps, and then I use, I ink the edges, and that's how I got these. I seen them on Temu, and I was looking like, I can make those, and that'd be a great video. So you never know where you're going to get inspired from or get ideas from, you guys. Look, I was on Temu, and I'm like, I was going to order them, and then I was like, all right, you idiot, you can make those, and that'd be a good tutorial. And then once you make them, then I can have as many of these as I want. I'm never going to run out of labels. That's why I make as much stuff as possible. Okay. And that's just these. I have a whole bunch. I made like probably 50 of them. One afternoon, I just went nuts. All right, where's my little booklet that I'm gluing everything into? Okay, how am I losing things that are supposed to be right in front of my face? Is this it? Oh, this is it here. Okay. I got it. Okay, so let's go to the inside of this. Yeah, that's the inside. Isn't she just gorgeous? Look at her. Oh, absolutely beautiful. And she's so beautiful too. She's just adorable. Oh, I love mixing different different races of people together, especially children. I just think it's a beautiful thing. I like bringing people together. So I bring people together in my artwork. Okay, so, and I know I'm covering this up right here, but then when you lift all the left side up, look what you have. See? Beautiful. So, all right. So to glue this down, I definitely want to use hot glue. So now here, look at this is the third or fourth, I think the fourth different type of adhesive we've used. And this time it's going to be the hot glue gun. Which thank God I had enough foresight to heat the glue gun up. I can't tell you how many times I do projects and I'm like, I didn't even heat the glue gun up. And I'm doing glue gun because I just think that, you know, that's going to really glue this in well. So, and then we'll do the glue gun here too. Okay. There we go. Look how fabulous that's looking. Isn't that fabulous, you guys? I just think that looks so good. Okay, and then we need some tags in here. Let me gather some tags. I'll be right back. Okay, so I gathered some things to put into the pockets. These was from, these are tags that were from my Etsy shop, but not for Christmas. They are from the She's So Vintage line. So you'll be able to find this if you like these little tags. Okay. Just to let you know. And then these are, I think these are Tim Holtz. They're fabulous. Look at these. It's just all collage and they just cut them up. I love it. And it's kind of like those boards that we make. That's what these look like. And they cut them this way. I really like them. So anyway, let's take those and put those in the pocket. Okay, and then we'll put this in. We'll put this in. There we go. Look how beautiful that looks. I absolutely love this. Love, 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 love this. And it all folds up like that. Oh, what you might want to do is see if your list pads need trimming on the ends. And this does. So There we go. Oh, trying to get a hold of it so I can get my scissors in there. Okay. You could just let that stick out if you want, but I like to have it all even at the end. So whatever needs to be trimmed on your list pad, just trim it down. It doesn't matter how much I kind of butt things up against the bottom of it. I always end up a little bit long. But no major, just trim it off like that. Okay, so now we like that. So we have this one, we have the one that I made from before, and we have this one. You know, I love this little, let's put one of those on here really quick before I let you guys go. I haven't opened these up. Let's open these up. These are from Dollar Tree. You guys, look how fabulous these are. These look like Tim Holtz. Get these stickers in your life, okay? I have this one. I have the crosses. I have this. I have all of them. I love them. The keys, they're fabulous. But you know what? I really feel like we need heart right now. So let's put a heart on here. And a heart's for any time, okay? Love is for any time. And right now, we need more love. So we're going to put this on here. And do I want to put it here or... Oh, up there would be pretty. And then I don't ever trust the stickiness on here, so I'm just going to put a little bit of hot glue. Hot glue! Right there. Just a little extra something to add on. You don't have to do any of this kind of stuff. It's all the little extras, but you know what? It's those little extras that really, really make your things pop, in my opinion. You know, you could also change it and make this the front if you want. See? It doesn't have to be this way. It could be this way or that way. It could be the front to open it. So you can either turn it this way for the front or turn it this way for the front. And I almost like it better with this one on this way for the front. So let's just put another heart there. Do I have a pink heart? Yes, I do. There's a pink heart, and I need some more hot glue. Let's just put that right here. So either way you go, you have a beautiful heart on there. Okay, so either way I want to fold it up, I'm going to be good. And on this one, I definitely want it on that side. Okay, so that is that. So you guys let me know what you guys think about these trifolds. If you're going to make them. We have a group. It's called Our Magical Little Place on Facebook. A clickable link is below. If you junk journal, because these are great for the junk journals. If you junk journal, art journal, if you knit, I don't care what you do. Come join, share, be inspired, get inspired. If you have an Etsy shop, if you have a YouTube channel, if you have an Etsy shop or any type of shop where you're selling your goods and stuff you make, you can leave links, okay? If you make videos, leave links for YouTube. And if you want the printables, the Christmas printables, it's called the Pink Shabby Chic Christmas printables. The link is below. My Etsy shop is My Fairy Treasures, the same as the channel. All right, you guys, that's it for this one. I'll talk to you guys soon. And the next video I'm going to make, I'm going to come back with a whole little Christmas gift set. And I want to make a bunch of them because that's what I'm going to give away for Christmas. All right, talk to you guys later. Bye, guys.